common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They go play action now. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Geno Atkins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Wilson. Being chased out left. Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Dancing to his left. Man open, here's Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. Caught on the slant. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. It's a give, running left, Tomlinson. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's McNair. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. They'll run on first down. Tomlinson, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, Tomlinson. They find some open field here. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 5. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll run Tomlinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Conventional wisdom tells runners to work north and south and get upfield, but he was hoping he could win the race to the pylon. Excellent job of pursuit there by the defense, and they wound up knocking him backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. McNair to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Tomlinson. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll get this out to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Handoff left, Tomlinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, Tomlinson. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the handoff, here's Tomlinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They get this out left. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to...
It got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. 4 yards remain for second down.
They go again to Tomlinson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now McNair.
Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Tomlinson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Tomlinson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now McNair off the play fake. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, McNair. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 42 yards. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Dumps it off to Gurley. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Wilson. This is caught by Hilton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. To the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bears 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Chicago. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now it's Wilson rolling to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Russell Wilson punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bears have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point safely through. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bears 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's got Shockey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They go play action now. Wilson steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised